So to demonstrate how you navigate in Maya, I'm going to keep a simple cube on the screen and we'll just talk a little bit about the mouse and keyboard control scheme and how you use the mouse to rotate in conjunction with certain keys on the keyboard. So you can rotate around the object. It's actually what's happening here is we're we're spinning the camera and the object is staying in a fixed position. And I'm doing that by holding down Alt and left clicking on my mouse and just moving my mouse back and forth with those two buttons pressed. So that's rotating in 3D space. Now, in order to actually dolly around, which is moving the camera basically on a track left and right, you'll do this by holding down the Alt key and the middle mouse button in conjunction with moving the mouse back and forth. To zoom in and out of your object, you would hold down the Alt key and press the right click button, the right mouse button, and the Alt key. Zooms in and out. You can also zoom in increments by pressing down or just pushing the scroll wheel in and out. So rotating, dollying, and zooming require the Alt key to be pressed at all times in conjunction with the three main mouse buttons. Okay, so to actually switch views, we're in the viewport now, in the 3D viewport, but to switch to the 4 view on our layout, which is the panel layout right here, you can just simply press spacebar. So if you press spacebar over the viewport that you want, it'll bring it up full screen. Another good shortcut to know about is the F key. Let's say we're modeling on multiple objects and we have multiple objects in our scene. And so we're working on this object here, but we want to locate this object. Well, you can do that by opening up our outliner, which is under Windows Outliner, and we'll pull that panel over to the screen. You can see PCube1 is selected, but it's not visible. Well, if I want to make it visible and make my camera pointing right at that cube, I just press F. So now my camera tracked back to the other object in the scene and framed it up. That's what F stands for, frame objects. The A key will frame everything in the scene. So if I just click A, even though I'm selecting this cube, it resets the camera to a position where you can see everything you're working on in the scene. So F, A. Another shortcut that you should know about is the back bracket, which takes you back through your cameras. When you move your camera and it comes to a stop, Maya actually bookmarks that spot for you. Just there's no setting for it; it just does it. Back bracket takes you back to previous camera views that you had stopped at. So that's another cool little shortcut. Another thing is, let's say you are working and you just want to work on this component, this face. So now you can see that the object is not there. I'm just showing this one face. Well, I did that by isolating selection, which is this menu shortcut here. And any component, even if it's a vertex, can be isolated. That isolates just the pieces that are connected to that vertex. That's helpful to know about if you get into working high resolution characters. Isolating selection is good to know about. So it's also can access it through this top-down menu here. You can see that the other cube is gone, and then it's back. And that's basics of navigation in Maya. Next video we'll talk about actually creating and moving, manipulating geometry.